If you use ClickFunnels 2.0 and have run into a situation in the past where you would like to collect custom information on an order form page, but realize that you couldn't because it didn't allow for that capability, I'm here with some good news. All right, today you are now able to do that. It has been released in one of the recent updates here that will essentially allow you to have custom inputs on a page here, collect the information you need, as well as submitting a transaction, and all of it will save on a contact's profile, which is fantastic. That's exactly what we're looking for. You want to make sure that you have that capability at a moment's notice. So with that said, I want to go ahead and walk you through how to actually implement this in case you would like to use it. Now, before we get started here, there is one thing to mention with this. This is only going to work with a smart checkout element. If you have a legacy checkout element still in use, I would still recommend changing it out. I probably wouldn't have that on the page anymore just because it's slowly being phased out, right? But in order for this to work properly and actually save the information, you have to make sure it's the new and updated checkout element, which is the smart checkout. Okay, now if you're not sure what I'm referring to, let's go ahead and add an element and I'll show you where to look. On the right hand side, go ahead and select order. And at this point, you want to make sure that this one right here that just says checkout is the one that is on the page and in use, right? If you were using this one right here that says checkout and legacy in brackets, that's the one that's not going to actually work properly with this new capability or functionality on the page, right? So you got to make sure that you're using the new smart checkout element, not the legacy. All right, with that said, I have that already on the page, so we can go and click off to the left hand side. Now all we need to do from here is actually add a custom input field to the page itself and you'll be good to go. Okay, so we have to go in and add another element. You can do it anywhere on the page, it does not matter as long as it is somewhere where they can fill it out and see it. Now as far as elements that can be used here for custom inputs, there are a few different ones that can comply for this. The select box right here, the input, the checkbox right here, and let me see if there's one more. There's going to be the text area. Now all those have the functionality of custom type as an input type, so just keep that in mind. But if you're just looking for simple information, in this case I'm going to go with like a input just as an example, right? And if you go to the element itself, from there, we'll find an option for input type. Go ahead and click on that drop down and then select custom type. Now at this point, we have to give this a name, an actual value to associate that information with. Obviously put whatever you want there, or whatever that you are looking for as far as information goes. And then another thing you want to make sure is true here is going to be the required option. Make sure it's set to required. I mean, you don't have to, but I recommend it if you're actually trying to collect this information and it's going to be necessary for whatever it is that you're doing, right? Now at this point, all we have to do is click off the left-hand side and save. All right, if we test it out from this point on, it will collect that information. So let's go ahead and preview the page. I'll give it a test run here. All right, now we didn't add like a label or anything to this custom input, so at this point I wouldn't know what it is. So make sure you edit it correctly, put an input or something that's going to associate or give someone information as far as what you're asking for, right? In this case, I asked for favorite sports, and if I type in football, right, and then we go ahead and submit, it's going to collect that information. All right, that's it. That's all there is to it. Now at this point, if we go back to the editor here, and we're gonna go ahead and back out, select contacts in the left-hand navigation. And at this point, we'll see that the most recent contact that is showing is gonna be the new one that we just submitted right now. So if we click on that directly, and from there, go to view full profile, we'll be able to see the option for custom attributes. Now, the one we're looking for is gonna be that one and only input field that we added, which is gonna be favorite sport. And we can see the value is coming through as well. That's it. That's all there is to it, guys. Hopefully this helps. Hopefully you find some value in this and use it to your heart's content. All right. If you enjoyed this video and you'd like to see more videos just like this, make sure to subscribe. And that's it. If you have any questions, let me know down in the comments below. But aside from that, I hope you have a fantastic rest of your day and I look forward to seeing you in the next video.